Today's news, T-Ara disbandment confirmed, members will not be renewing contracts.
It was announced today that T-Ara members So-yeon and Bo-ram will not be renewing their contracts with MBK Entertainment and will no longer be part of the T-Ara K-pop group as of May 2017. I was looking at a whole bunch of information online just now. I am still not 100% sure if T-Ara is breaking up or if they plan to break up at the end of the year.
They're going to break up. They're breaking up after they put out their last album, which will be in May. The actual date of their contract ending is May 15th. So this will probably take place before that. They'll drop the album so that they can make money off of all the 6 members being there. And then those 2 members are leaving. The other remaining 4 members will be staying on until the end of the year.
Is this another case of the 7-year contract issue?
Well, they did form in 2009, so it's been more than 7 years, and that I think is actually kind of exciting. Yay. They lasted a long time, but I think that there's a lot of reasons why T-Ara is just, they're gonna go their separate ways.
It's exciting because they lasted 7 years. Like they were able to last that long.
Well, in their case it was because they went through so many members. Only 3 of those members that are still part of the group are original. And they also went through 5 other past members who came in and left. So T-Ara's actually had a lot of tumultuous past experiences, and we've talked about some of that. We did talk about bullying earlier on a couple of weeks ago. So they've had scandals in the past, and they've had all of these people come in and leave, but they've lasted this long.
It also looks to me, and this is really not that important if you like T-Ara, but MBK Entertainment is T-Ara's biggest K-pop group. They're going to milk them for every penny that they can give. They're releasing one more album. That's a big deal for them. They don't have that many actors signed under their entertainment company. They don't have really any other K-pop groups that I recognize other than DIA. They're new, right?
Uh-huh.
I just wonder how so many different entertainment companies that we haven't heard of can continue to make money or be profitable into the future if they are losing K-pop groups left and right all over Korea.
Well, out of the 4 remaining members of T-Ara that are staying put within this group, 3 of them are the original members of T-Ara, and they have successful careers outside of just singing with T-Ara.
One thing that I noticed looking online at their Wikipedia, which by the way has been updated as of today, the 2 members are leaving. It's written in there already, and it happened today. I love Wikipedia for that. People are right on top of Wikipedia and the information there. I feel like it's overall very reliable, but that at least one of the members is in her 30s?
Yes, Q-R-I is how, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's how she has her name written. She's 30 years old. Several other members, Eunjung and Hyomin, who also have dramas this year, are in their late 20s. And the only retaining member that's young is Jiyeon, who's 23, and she just got out of her relationship. So they have a very mature image in K-pop, and I'm wondering if that's part of this. Let's just break it off and do solo things, because how can you keep reinventing a K-pop group? How do you start over again when they're almost 30?
I feel like, and I know that diehard K-pop fans that stan T-Ara feel bad that they might not be able to see them after the end of the year together perform live ever again unless it's a reunion performance, that it's just obvious that K-pop groups in 7 to 10 years, or at least girl groups, are going to break up. Like, for instance, Blackpink and Twice. Like, you don't see their breakup coming right now at all, because it's not until the mid-2020s that it's probably going to happen. But you can almost for certain know that, for instance, Twice is going to break up because there's 9 of them. Some sort of drama most likely is going to happen in the future. And I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad here. I'm saying, as a person who looks at the broad picture of things, they just will go on because they've earned fame from K-pop from their teenage years into their 20s as Korean drama actors or other types of reality show stars. Their careers will be fine, but they won't continue with K-pop. It's unbelievably miraculous that 21 made it as far as they did, and Big Bang is still together even though Top's not there. You can sort of rest assured that Big Bang will stay together once all the guys do the military and come back, even though they'll be a lot older. You're never going to see T-Ara, you're never going to see these groups that have broken up, and it's heartbreaking.
And there's a lot of reasons why that could be. There's things like girls, there's such a stigma about having a certain physical appearance.
There's so much more pressure on women. Like, I'm fake my lucky stars, I'm a man sometimes for that reason, you know?
Yeah, and like Wonder Girls, for example, they started to want to get married and have families. And how do you balance that with K-pop? It doesn't really work very well. The only group that I know that's been able to really hold on is Brown Eyed Girls, but they've totally transformed their image over the years, and they have a very mature image, and they're also not fighting to have the very top spotlight anymore. They're not trying to be the number one group. They're trying to have a very mature audience that they retain over a long period of time. And that's not where most of K-pop is.
Just wondering, how sad is it really that T-Ara is breaking up? I don't know how people feel. I know that people like them a lot. I know that they're just as famous as just about any other group, even though they're not signed under one of the big three entertainment companies. But that doesn't matter. They're one of the most famous, or they've been around for a long time. Is it sad that they're breaking up, or is it okay? Because that's what happens. Like, we know what's going to... Like, 2 years ago, we didn't see this system of 7 years and stop, especially for the girl groups. And now we see it so clearly. I feel like we see it so clearly.
Well, I definitely think that the three retaining members from the original group that were still in it, they still signed on through the end of the year. I feel that it's probably really heartbreaking for them and basically for the four who decided to stay, because this is the end of their K-pop career, most likely. And...
They didn't
been
get a big
through
chance
the entire time. You know, nobody's going to want to join them now. Like, you're not going to get a bunch of new trainees, new rookies, and form a new K-pop group, because they've got such experienced careers. They've got such a different image now, and I wouldn't want to be stuck with these people who have very successful careers and I'd be a new trainee. That would be so nerve-wracking.
Please, you guys, comments if you're sad T-Ara's breaking up. How much have you followed them? Which song of theirs is your favorite? Let us know.
How broken up are you about all the K-pop groups disbanding within 2016 and 2017? I feel like K-pop is really changing and transforming in these last 2 years, and I'm kind of scared to see who's gonna go next.
We're seeing big changes. Click the like button, comments down below. Thank you so much for supporting us. Click the like button. Did I say click the like button twice?
You might
I
have.
said it 3 times. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye!